Should be in a second. Okay, I'm live. All right, one's there.
Can you see any?
Nothing yet. Aha, yes, finally. Yay. Thanks, babe. Okay. Where is it? I'll send Mick a message. All right. Sorry, guys. Yes, we are. I'm truly sorry about that. I had a technical issue with YouTube. It was not allowing me to see chats at all. I thought it was just the camera image, but it was a. I can see you looking. I wished. I'm truly sorry, guys. Hi all. Hi David, Brian, and everybody else. Welcome. Sorry. Okay, I'll go back to what I was saying before. Allegedly, the latest news is there is soon. Well, they're proposing a green channel for vaccinated people to the Philippines to do tourism. Apparently, I think the Secretary of Tourism has been kicking up a stink about the loss of tourism in the Philippines, and the IATF, the Secretary of Tourism, and another department, I can't remember, Department of Foreign Affairs, have all banded together, and they're going to agree, or they're working on an agreement for a green channel for vaccinated people. In this case, it'll be people who, especially people who've taken the Pfizer vaccine. For some reason, they say it's better and therefore they should be coming in. I don't know. Pfizer and Moderna, they said. So yeah, four in the house at the moment. There was more. I'm sorry for all the delays. I had to jump onto StreamYard in the end for some reason. YouTube doesn't like me. I wonder why. So yeah, that is the latest update. It's still in the works, so I don't expect anything in a hurry from that. But if it does go through, it'll be beneficial for those that want to jump in. Will a pre-visa be required? Well, so far they haven't mentioned that. The only thing that they mentioned that I read and I listened about was that they're going to make sure that you obviously need that vaccine passport. I mean, we've got little cards here, but if you've been vaccinated, especially with the Pfizer and Moderna, you're going to get like a sort of, you can come in sort of thing. Sorry, Mick. Hiya, they're lost. Nice to see you. Mark, good to see you, mate. Green channel is like, yeah, exactly. It seems to me that they want people who've already had the vaccine, people with, like Mark says, with the cash. So yeah, take that as you will. I mean, I'm only telling you what I've heard, and right now that's very limited information. I would take that with a pinch of salt because we've seen this information jump from one thing to another very, very quickly. But there you go. Well, it's been a very interesting week. Bring you an update of Jib quickly. Use all the light. Yeah, probably did. Sorry. We are very much open here, and we have now started regular flights from the UK again, which had stopped for quite a while. Things are picking up. We only have one positive case here in Gibraltar at the moment, which is good news. And that person hasn't been vaccinated, so take that as you want. Maybe the government's using it as a provocation, I don't know. The Philippine Embassy in London requires 6 months bank and £1,000 in savings. I had both shots of the Pfizer. Oh, okay. I had the Pfizer too, so did Lucy. And I don't know about that, but I know that they were wanting tourists to get a visa or whatever. I don't know. I really don't know. I've only got limited information. What I have got is good news, but it's also, like I say, with a pinch of salt. Hi, Brian. I just don't see it happening. Philippines won't open until next year unless COVID-19 is wiped out by something. I know there's been a lot of pressure on the government from the tourism boards. They've been kicking off, and like I say, take it with a pinch of salt. It could go either way, like you say. Where in the world are you now? Mark is all over the place. Mask mandate ends here in Ohio. We haven't used a mask here except for inside shops for the last month, I think it is.
Not all the shop wearing.
Exactly. Hi, Phil. Welcome in. So, yeah, I mean, take that as you will. Well, it's been an interesting week on YouTube, what I've seen of it. I see the Epstein crew are pumping out the same crap that they always put down, my 4-year evaluation, my 2-year evaluation. Oh, God. Talk about depressing. And let's post my girlfriend's sister's boobs on again. Hi, Mrs. H. An SOS. Okay. Not sure what that is, but there you go. Baby May's sister. Yes. Did you notice? I saw the I haven't watched the video, but I saw the thumbnail with her knockers hanging out everywhere. So yeah. I do not think Philippines can afford to. I don't think so too. Yeah. Exactly. In the open, we're the same here. In the open, that's why we're on the green list with the UK. Is we are not using masks at the moment in most places. John Doe has. Oh, right. Okay. Well, if he's around, John, hello. I haven't seen anything on the cord either. I've been popping in and out, having a look, grabbing some info and trying to keep up with things. But we've been really busy here with all the new flights and that and everything. And I've been snowed under. Hi, Kapan. I will try to contribute when the time comes. Okay, that is evidently yes. I'm making enough money from super chats to yes. Apparently, well, his friend is his best buddy, Mark the Rope, which I want to thank El Gran Brolero for. I'm going to use that if he doesn't mind. Mrs. H, if you please let him know. Mark the Rope has moved, so his friend has to move with him. Reason of the sling. Quality. I like that. Let's see. Yeah, I did see a couple of things. That is very odd. Who would let the sister in a bikini within arm's reach? Exactly. Well, let's put it this way. He's been promoting his own girlfriend that way. So what difference does it make? The sister, the girlfriend, the older sister, they all have their boobs out. And the one in the middle sister doesn't have any boobs at all. So you do the math. Yeah, exactly. Like Lucy says, she wasn't supposed to be looking for a boyfriend. Now she is. Which one is it? I've seen Britt Farmer and Joe going at each other. Only a matter of time before Joe goes full on Willie. I've seen it. Yeah, I think Roger's video was amazing. Really, really good content. And I warned Roger about Joe. Joe's a toss bag. He will come insulting and fighting to try to defend him. Guilty as sin. He's a scumbag beggar who uses supposed medical conditions and everything else to cover his tracks. Just another jackass. I've done videos, a couple of small things about Joe. I'm not impressed with Joe, and I'm happy to meet him if I have to, especially the Mr. Naga City, Chris Wren. Sorry, I had to name him because I'm sick and tired of that toss bag as well. They made sister in chats to dress modesty as no guy. Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go. We know why they're doing it. It's all for views. It's all for views, mate. Who's moving? Well, Mark the Rope moved, and now the old Dick wants to move too. You know, I don't want to be here by myself. I don't know, but that was quite good. I mean, if you've got anything more on it, pass it on to Roger. Mark the Rope, every man. That's what I. Yeah. 1 minute, Joe is saying how he's living a 5-star life, and exactly five grand for a medical condition, and he pushed it, and then he's dancing on videos and drinking beer. If you had a pancreatic cancer, you wouldn't be drinking beer, you wouldn't be dancing, and you wouldn't have had it cured so quickly. Yeah, I know. It's nearly past my bedtime anyway, but I've been a good boy, so I get to stay up because it's weekend. But yeah, I mean, the whole shenanigans is bad. I have warned Roger to expect a lot of fallout from Mr. Joe, or we like to call him Mr. Blow. My mum says, yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I asked him on Lady Farmer's live stream why he's living in a 5-star life. Why didn't he save money? Yeah, exactly. He won't answer because it's all lies. It's all lies. It's the same as when Roger found out this guy went for as a candidate for the Democratic Party of the United States. It's all lies. The guy is all talk and no walk. I'm sure that if any one of us went up to him in the street, he would run like the bitch that he is. I'm sorry, it's fact. I see Terrence and Beth were they building homes for the needed? I'm surprised GMA didn't report them for illegal charity work. Hiya, James. Nice to have you on board. Welcome. I've got a lot of new subscribers come in recently. I'm really grateful to have them, and I do hope that they jump on the live streams as well. He's trying to convince us. Yeah, let's put it this way. Lying down there, getting a blowy, then he's got pancreatic cancer. You do the math. Yeah. But Andy did have an attack at Chris. You know, the Birdman of Nagar. And for cutting in line. Yeah, disgusting. It told him, oh, so on top of that, he's spitting in your face. Really? What a sack of crap. What's GMA? GMA's television news from the Philippines. Joe Blow fights. He does. But Joe Blow is like a lot of these people. He'll turn to insults. He'll turn to belittling. He'll turn to using your old videos. Anything he can to try to deflect his guilt and put it on you. He plays the victim card. It doesn't wash with me. In my job, I've seen too much of that. Has Terrence got a no profit foundation through? Exactly. This is what I'd like to know. Why hasn't GMA checked that out? You have to have a registered charity in the Philippines. I've checked this. You can't just take money, which is what I've always said. I would never take money from anyone to do charitable work there. If I do it, it normally comes out of my own pocket. I don't really ask anybody for anything. And if anybody wants to give, I'd rather get a proper charity running. You can have that. Oh, sorry, I've got higher standards. Sorry, Mrs. H. But I mean, you know, they are quite sizable lumps. They are. So I'm sure they come down your neck of the woods. Showing all his scars is just setting up his subscribers victims. Yeah, well, that's what it is. I mean, that's what they do. That's how they play it. Yeah, because apparently she lives in a very bad house. Geriatric Joe is yeah, definitely. That's what we're talking about. I mean, this guy, He scams everyone and everything. He claims to live a 5-star lifestyle. He claims to be an alpha male. He claims to be an AUSA, and he claims to be this. A lot of claims, but very little evidence. Absolutely, and we salute you for it. We got Terence set up a charity. I think it was set up via a church. Yeah, it would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. I saw earlier videos of his doing ballot buy-in boxes, and he kept the lion's share of the good stuff for him and his missus, and the rest went to the crap. Someone has absolutely. ¿Cómo estás? Espero que todo bien. Mucho. Estamos muy bien. Muchas gracias. She doesn't speak Spanish, but I'm fluent. Como vivo en Gibraltar, estoy mismo al lado de España. El Gran, I had to steal your nickname earlier on. I'm sorry. I do ask for your permission, but I love the term "mark the rope." It was brilliant, sublime. Notice they are all building houses. Even old Paul is now supporting. Well, they're not really supporting because they're getting it from everybody else, isn't it? This is not coming out of their pocket. It's coming out of their subs pockets. It's coming out the live stream money. It's coming out of all the begging money. You know, the bikini fund, the land money. You do your math. Did you watch Brit not farming in the Philippines? Yes, brilliant. Yeah. Oh well, apparently Andy sent him a message. Quite a bit of message, and he's privately attacked Ren back and told him, "You want to meet up? Let's meet up." It's the Goldilocks family for boobs. Yeah. Too big, too small, and just right. That's brilliant. All right, Geriatric Joe is a legend in his own mind. Absolutely, because nobody else believes this crap except for him. You remember, you can't watch Geriatric Joe's show without being an male, an alpha male. Terence said before it was a charity. Now he's calling it a non-profit company. So I don't think it's a charity. If it's a company, it means he can keep the profits. That's the problem. If it's a non-profit company, it means he can hide the profits, say there are no profits, and he can pocket it. And unfortunately, it is a loophole. I know because I've seen other people do this. Village People Philippines channel tried to stop him. You should invite her onto your show. Your wife could contact the GMA reporter. I heard he takes a big cut from the house cost. It would not surprise me. It would not surprise me. I know Village People, she puts out a lot of videos. I haven't watched much recently. I think Joe has multiple personalities. I think he has what's that? Narcissistic mental disorder. He actually thinks he's better than he really is. He doesn't seem to realize he's an aged, haggard, old skin bag that's just hanging on a skeleton. These tools. Yeah. Up scams. Yeah, exactly. They won't spend their own money. Look at Flippy Hands. He's sitting in Cebu right now in a luxury condo where he was supposed to go to America and he didn't. Why? Because he's getting more money. Did you notice Geriatric Joe's girlfriend only comes out whatever? Yes, absolutely. He has to be there. And if he's not knocking off Bugs Bunny, the girl that he was playing around with as well, thinks he knows everything and does everything right, but he can't see the scamming in. But he does. He helped at the scam. He is just as bad as she is. He's just as bad. He does it very delicately, though. He's very clever. Anyone who allows their girlfriend to pose on YouTube, nearly all naked with all her guts showing, isn't much of a man in my books. But then again, I've got my own beliefs. Hiya, Scott. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you made it. Paulie Boy Anal Adventures is pissing me off with his little complete girlfriend. Completely. Yes, it's totally scripted, no matter how you look at it. I'm not saying the girl's dumb, but she's smart enough, but don't think she's that smart. Sociopath doesn't care what anyone else thinks of him. Yeah, I'm sure. Anyone else have a clue on how much Mark the Rope makes from YouTube? He originally claimed to be a broadcast. He has tried, let's put it this way, he's got to be desperate for cash because he even believed Levi's was going to send him a contract via WhatsApp. That tells you a lot. And got his channel hacked. Willie shared naked pictures, but yes. And apparently the mother wasn't too happy. All right, okay. He promotes the bikini car wash. Of course he does. He promotes everything. He's the one that does that. I mean, look, May was never like that before when she first started out. And now all of a sudden she is because it's free money. Okay, catch him behind. When it going to start only for he probably has. Why was pimping me out online? She bitches. Should I do? Mike, if she's keeping all the money, just wait. Your time will come. We'll make you famous. Mark the Rope was never broke. Yeah, of course. He's told many a nice tale to get more money. He is no better. Remember, this is the same guy that turned around and said he will not adapt to the Filipinos. They have to adapt to him. He's in their country. Do you think good old Flippy visits his kid? No, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. And if he does, it'll be very brief. I don't even think they want to see him. The mother denied it was her daughter. Yeah, would not be surprised. Let's put it this way. Mr. Joe has done, or Mr. Geriatric Joe has done all the dirt you could think of. He's got into fights. He's got into all sorts. Bunny's Facebook name is Horny Bunny. That says it. It does. It does. I haven't even checked that Facebook one. I don't think I want to. All right. Most girls in Phil want easy money, just a little shaking of titty. Yeah, exactly. Mark the Rope also said he didn't come to Phil for. Of course he didn't. He came to hang himself, and he failed at that. So he failed in America. He failed at life. He failed on the cruise ship. He failed in the bowling alley, and he failed to hang himself. You do the math. He's not going anywhere. He told everybody he was going places to get money. All his simple little followers were sending Flippy money. Oh, here you go. Take some money with you. You'll need it for your flight and your trip back. Just a scam. Cruise boat will be fine. I've got to contact the Acme Road Company. Set for life. Nice one. Okay. Let's put it this way. It's the worst thing a man can do is deny his children like that. I think Geriatric Joe is having a hard time. Yeah, well, because people can see through him now. He's got enough people who've jumped on him. It's almost as bad as the other one who was trying to get money. People's money in the US for other scams. Oh, sorry, I'll get to that in a minute. This was a video. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I heard about that. It's disgusting. Flippy and Paulie Boy are both perfect for each other, complete narcissists. And they're probably in love. They're probably sharing the same condo and the same bed. Not surprise me. Yeah, going back to what Kapan was what I read earlier. They set up these little scams. I'm going to go to America. I've got to go do my paperwork. I've got to go do this. I've got to do that. I've got a medical condition. My mother's dying. There's always something. What do you think about Kirby Froggy's international travel adventure? Well, I don't see him going back to the Philippines real soon because I believe just like the Aherns, he's running scared as well. I think they were onto him. Yes, he did. The later Lechon abandoned his kid, and that's another disgusting thing. I wouldn't be surprised if there was more. The better question is, why does Andy still support Joe? I don't know. I thought Andy didn't give a toss about Joe, but I don't know personally. I've not asked him that question. I may get around to it one day. Phil says they may open. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. They want to open a green lane to ready vaccinated tourists and that. And especially to those that have had the Pfizer vaccine. Apparently, we're supposed to be more special for some reason. Pfizer and Moderna. Yeah, answer is Joe. Isn't just Joe's sporting, is he? Okay, Paul did a video admitting that his girlfriend has to sleep on the floor. Yeah, I read that. He made her sleep on the floor, which is even worse. Yeah, it's to me, that's outrageous. It's outrageous. It just shows that he doesn't give a shit about her. And the worst thing is she's blind to it and she allows it. But then again, she's young, naive, and immature, says it all. Yes, they actually did. I was watching one of the reports this morning, and they actually said that those that have had the Pfizer and Moderna vaccine are more preferred because apparently it's supposed to not only control the infection, it's supposed to prevent getting infection. I don't know. I mean, I've had the Pfizer vaccine only because I figured I'd need it. So did Lucy. We both got medical conditions, so better to have it than not need it, need it not have it. And to be honest with you, it is there. Getting in there, yeah, okay, is charging $50 an hour. Yes. Yeah, it's not just her. That she also got from Mark the Rope. He started that crap, and Flippy also did that. They're all doing it. They're consulting on what? What is she going to consult about? Counseling for what? What qualifications does she have for that? I've argued the toss with people about this. You have to have some expertise in this before you can consult with someone and get paid for it. Or at least I think you need to. Apparently, yeah, I'll let Kapan answer that one, but it is true. On the video, he actually admitted that his anal adventures allows his girl or forces his girlfriend to sleep on the floor. It's outrageous. Okay, here we go. Dogfish. I wouldn't be surprised. Consulting on how to scale. Yeah, gotta be. King ain't giving counseling on desperate guys looking for. It's just pathetic. I mean, I think they're running out of ideas. Now it's just scraping the bottom of the barrel. I would not be surprised. I mean, she made it out as if she was just going for a holiday, so God knows. Yes, you're supposed to be. This is my argument. You're supposed to be licensed and qualified at something to be able to consult or counsel over. For instance, if you're a carpenter and you're a trained carpenter, you can consult on what a dovetail joint is. If you're an expert in military, you know, you can consult. Whatever it is, whether it be anything really, making cheese, you have to have something behind you. You can't say, oh, I watched a YouTube video on making cheese, now I'm a bloody expert. The hell's that shit? More time on sleeping. Yeah. You can imagine. Well, I saw it on a video and I wasn't impressed. The $50 is just to allow her fans to talk to her. Desperate Sims. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I heard about that as well. A little birdie told me that she was taking money for chatting to lonely dicks. I mean, God knows. Is she back living in the sticks? Literally sticks. She spent all her money on a nice phone and close. Wouldn't be surprised if she burnt her money out on a trip to Cebu where she was begging for money, and I wouldn't be surprised if she couldn't afford the place she was living at anymore. She put a bar at the bottom of her channel every time she does a live stream asking for money, you know, for her family, for her tuition, which no tuition has been available for over a year. I know my kids haven't been taught anything. So you do the math. Not a math today. Yeah, buy one. Up the road from my neck of the woods, or my wife's neck of the woods. She said she was just going for a visit. Obviously, that's an extended visit, I would assume. Mark the road, yeah, charges 50. Yeah, exactly. To find young girls. This is a guy who couldn't even find his own life. And he was lucky to get a girl there, full stop, only because she probably needed money. The way I heard it, she can't pay. I would not be surprised. To be honest with you, I would not be surprised. Remember, she spent a lot of time getting gifts. She got a gift of a drone. She got a gift of a new camera, a new, and all these people giving her money. And I'm sure she's going out all the time, eating all the time, drinking. That wears away the cash flow. And as she's getting no cash from Geo, not that she ever did, Flippy, she never did. It's how you see it. What real man would actually pay $50 for a chat she don't even rank on the pretty scale? Exactly. Got to be desperate. Not being funny. And she doesn't have intellect. She's just going by what she's been knows and what she's been told. Her other friends, some of them, had also provoked her into doing stupid things again. Mark the Ropes girl is very impoverished. Yes. A PTSD specimen ready to be tossed into a health facility in Duma, but smart and astute enough to target the sim. Yeah, totally. Absolutely right. Spot on, bro. She has made her way to this fool's heart and wallet, and I believe he will be buying land at some point as departing. Yeah, of course he will, but it won't be from his pocket. I think he will pocket it out of, he will do as many live streams as he can to get as much money from other people and pocket it himself. Oh, if you're going, thanks, El Grand, thanks for joining us. Isn't Mark, okay, sorry, I'm losing spot here. Isn't Mark the Rope building a house? Well, is he, or is he just funding it with other people's money? That's the question of the day. Don't want to oversay he hasn't made much progress since his cruise ship company. He didn't make much progress as a cruise liner. He brought a rope with him to hang himself. Shame he didn't finish the job. Can't be trusted. Rented a beachfront. Yeah, $30K a month. He was, no, totally not. Especially after he had his channel shattered. I think, I got
my big bullet.
You did?
Yeah.
I get to the... Yeah, but you're going to have to get her out of the sticks, Brian. El Gran used to be a ghostwriter for Philippines. Yes, so I heard. Phil Pat, yes, Smart the Rope is spending big money on it. Yeah. Question is, once again, that's probably why he tried to sign that contract on WhatsApp. Seems that people are following the later Lechon's house building buying pro. I missed that. You're going to have to brief me on that one. Mark the Rope. Once again, every man. Every man talks bollocks on his channel. King is a maid status who doesn't. Yes. Well, she did for Flippy, didn't she? All the cleaning, the cooking, wiping his backside. Chris Ryan video, he brings up situations where people need money. Then he says how I'm not asking. Yeah. Well, that's deflection, isn't it? It's like me turning around to you and saying, guys, my phone's a bit broken. I want to upgrade, but I really can't afford it right now. But I'm not asking you for money, but you know where the super chat button is. There you go. El Gran should be hired as by Rika to write those. I think El Gran's got a great intellect. I've read some of his stuff. It's very cool. Who's the late Taylor Chun? Okay, goes by the name of Tim K. So, yeah. the great large lechon, spending money on a house for the girlfriend's family. Yep. Oh, yeah, Mr. Lechon is definitely spending money, but he's probably spending others because, from what I gathered, when he cocked up with the family, he started asking people for help for his wife's family's or parents' house. Now they've got a mansion. A year ago, Flippy mentioned Ego's sister is quite a looker. Turns out she was 16 at the time. Yeah, I've seen Ego's sisters. I'm not impressed. And they're very young. So, you shouldn't be rocking that boat. Flippy needs to be very careful. Paul's anal adventures and gay hands. Do you think they have broken in their relationship? No, they're both together. Oh, they've been doing videos recently, joint videos. They record videos together, then they just sort of post their own version on their own channel. It's just an easy way of making a simple video without the effort. They sit down with other broke expats, talk crap for half an hour, and then they each take each other's cameras and put it on there. I mean, God knows, to be honest, he's very gay. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay. If you want it, that's your choice. But don't drag everybody else down with you. And that's what they're doing. They drag people down with them. Look how quickly they ran away from Duma when they had the chance. I think they were caving in on. Yes, she is. She forgot where she came from. Money's no object. Yeah, because she's pouring money in. Let's put it this way. He takes it to swanky 5-star hotels and on holidays with his sister because the lechon's trying to nail the sister. Tell me I'm wrong. If anybody's watched the videos, they will know exactly that because when he's recording the video, his camera spends more time on the younger sister than it does on his missus. Rumor is Gio is mad for me. Yeah, fucking. I'm sure he is. I mean, you wouldn't want anybody to steal your boyfriend from you, would you? Nothing worse than being here. Nicely put, sir. Anyone have the Naga Pizza Boys race? Yes, I haven't got the video. I heard the audio from Roger, and seriously, the guy has some serious drink issues. And let's put it this way: his mouth writes checks, his body cannot cash. I'd love him to say the same to me because I'll pop around his house when I get over there. The entire vlogger scene is either disability or eBay. Yes, heritage scamming. No, well, to be honest with you, if you look at the old Dick, I think he's waiting for his dad to pop his clog so he can inherit. Apparently, his dad was a big businessman at one time. Could be wrong. Time on their own 2 feet. Exactly. I mean, we all work hard to make our money so that we can retire at a decent rate. Yeah. Said this many times before. My channel isn't monetized. It won't be monetized anytime soon. And it doesn't bother me whether it is or it isn't. It's not why I do it. I work for a living. I've got a good job that pays relatively well. So I'm not going to look for cash. But yeah, definitely. I mean, these are lazy, lazy so-and-sos who just don't want to earn money. They want everybody else to earn it for them. That's what winds me up. Wants the sister, but he can't. Yes, she won't. I mean, she won't be near him privately. For a while, she stayed away from him as well. She wouldn't even go on the video. She wouldn't trust him until he started being sweet and saying, "Come to the 5-star hotel. Let me take you here." Somebody told me that she has a credit card as well from some foreign love interest. That's what I've heard. It should be fun if he did. Yeah, no, he's a drunken scumbag who begs for money. And it shames me because he's a countryman and it makes me want to vomit. I've seen his live streams. I'm not impressed. I've seen his rants. I'm not impressed. It's just horrendous. And I've seen him drunk on his live streams. What the hell's that? Old Dick. Who's that? Popeye. Well, he looks like it. He does definitely look like Popeye. Just change Old Dick to Old Canine. Either way, there you go. And Froggy are both waiting to get there. Yes, I think so. That's the gist I get as well. Brian Barnes, I get 4,000. Yeah, 5-star hotels. Well, you don't need to. I mean, you know, your money, your retirement money is to be used as you want. And certainly you wouldn't go through it. But this is because I don't think it's their money. I think he's using his disability that he gets from the military, disabled for not fighting in a war. I don't know. You do the math. And he's using money that he gets from his simps. I heard LeChon's sister is actually in getting big money. Yes, that's what I heard as well. I heard that she had a credit card, prepaid credit card. So you did that. My Dream Channel does not e-beg. He is retired. He lives in a really nice house. He showed the whole project. Some don't. I mean, some actually are legit. Tim K is definitely in love with Anna and the sister. Yeah. She does have it from a 75-year-old. Bloody hell. He's batting good, isn't he? Word is, Hannah has her hooks into 3 different. Would not surprise me. Would not surprise me because that guy, the Lechon, has hooks everywhere. He has simps everywhere. It's like Simp City in his channel. Asked Dope on a rope for his hanging rope. Funny. True. Look, I used to enjoy his channel, but he finished his house. Yeah. Okay, where we go? Make any chance that we make a day? We could do. Yeah, you got to watch out for his dad. His dad will take you out into the coconut field, and you'll be in trouble then. You know, because he doesn't do his own fighting. He gets everybody else to fight for him. If he's not punching wives and mother-in-laws. All right. Okay. That's funny. You're so spot on with. Yeah, definitely. But only thing is, I think Popeye's better looking. Not so much drugs inside him. Only spinach. Yeah, she is, definitely. Yeah, you can see, definitely. She's the typical simp dream, if you want, you know what I mean? Dark, dusky, skinny, young. What more? Lucy, well, she knows. She listens to the gospel. She laughs at us. She knows we're all chismes, chismosos. Hi there, John. Nice to have you on about. I've seen a couple of your comments in the past. Watching and listening. Thank you so much. Good to have you on board. I'm glad you joined. I met Philip in Robinson's. He was a joke. Oh, okay. Not had a chance to meet that guy. Don't know much about him. Fit in the Philippines. I used to watch, but no more. His name should be crying in the Philippines. Yeah, he does seem to be a bit whingy recently. I do tend to agree with you. He was whinging about COVID tests. We all know that a lot of the COVID tests issued in the Philippines are low-grade tests, and they tend to have a very high failure rate. So Philippine Dream Stalk. I don't know much about it. I've never really watched that channel. I'm going to have to just have a little dip in just to see who this individual is. So many channels, there's so little time to keep up. And to be honest with you, yeah, I do need to check that one out. I know Andy. Yeah, I know him quite well. You know, we chat privately a lot. He's a good dude. Right now, I don't think he's doing. He's already taken down Rike and a few others. I think he's taken a little break, but in the future, if he requests to, I will be glad to do a live with Andy anytime. Okay, okay, he's one of those guys who trolls. Ah, right. I know who you. I think I got an idea because I've had a few comment wars with a couple of trolls, and I put them in their place. Knowing how to deal with these dicks is not hard. They're not very intelligent. But yeah, you're right. He hasn't posted anything worth watching. I'm sure. I'm sure. And time is limited right now because there's a lot going on. As I said before, we have pretty much opened every door here. So right now we are busy as hell. Okay. Another one. Bearbots. There was actually, speaking of that sort of character, there was another one on caught out on Rafi Tolfa today, trying to get pictures and videos off young children. Ugh, disgusting. Absolutely outrageous. But there you go. I'll try to do a video sometime this week if I can. If I get more information regarding this Green Lane stuff, but I think it's going to be at least a good couple of weeks before we see a definitive issue on that. I think they know that the Westerners' summer is coming up, and they know that there's money to be had, and that's why they're going to rush open the door. I mean, this is stupid because at the end of the day, they could have done this months ago when people were being vaccinated. So that makes sense. I'm sure. Would not be surprised. So Shaw is really a top logging expert. He's only been there 4 or 5 years. To be quite honest with you, I'll take that guy with a pinch of salt. He's another one that asked for money for projects, asked people to give their what is it you call it in America? Those the money you got was you were stuck at home in the during the COVID crisis. Stimulus checks. He was asking people for their stimulus checks for a housing property scheme that he had. Not sure how that went. I hold that guy at arm's length. You know, I don't know what to make of him. He seems to be a sunshine skimmer, as some call him. So not really impressed with him. And he's now, apparently he's got a war at the moment, actually, with the Epstein boys. You watch his videos, especially his live streams. He does mention them quite often. Puts out crap and then asks for money to support his channel. And then, really? So basically he's e-begging then. No different. Yes, stimulus check. There is a couple of videos, well, quite a few videos back, but definitely he was asking, and I got information on that for stimulus checks for a property scheme he had. I don't know, some weird shit. He's an insurance gentleman. Who is this? The Philippines Dreams? I agree, but yeah, I don't know how to take him. He'll make one video that seems okay, and then the next 5 will be like, hang on, what's going on here? But he's got a war. He's at war now with, especially with the old Popeye in Epstein Island. He's got a massive war going on. You'll see the little comments. Mick also pointed that out to me as well, so I chased that up as well. And he's absolutely spot on. Mick caught it. Yeah. Let's put it this way. He's another one because he claims to be, boots on the ground and all that crap. You know, it's a nice little catchphrase. But as far as what I've heard, his visa's expiring soon, and he's not married to his girlfriend because he can't. He's not divorced yet. He's going to be boots off the ground very soon. So watch this space. But yeah, that's what we got. The Epsteins. Okay, you do. They will be old dog and his pricks. And you'll know the other one, which is Mark the Rope or Everyman. You know them both. When you mention Popeye, do you mean? No, I was referring to the similarity between Popeye and Old Dick. But that might be somebody else. I don't know that one. Be interested to know, though. It's always surprising the range of scams that they pull up. It really does. I can't stand the guy either. I find him obnoxious, arrogant, monotonal. Some people actually love his channel. Why the nickname The Rope? Just watch one of his videos where he talks about why he went to the Philippines and what he went with. Fact of the matter is, he clearly stated that he carried a rope with him to do a certain act. Yeah, exactly. Well, they're split up now. You've got two sections. Part of the Dumaguete mafia family has gone that way to Cebu, and the other half stayed there. Yes, you know, and usually, oh yeah, the old K9, every hanger, Flippy, and yeah, Paul's anal in the past. Absolutely. That's usually the four of them, but now they split up. The mafia's split up. Now there's two on Cebu and one and two in Duma. Mark the Rope, can't tie. Apparently not. And he's one of these guys that doesn't seem to follow through with what he decides. Why would you go all the way to the Philippines to top yourself? That's the question I ask. You take a rope that you specifically bought for the job all the way there and you don't finish the job. Why take the rope? They got rope there. Yes, he did. Yes, he did many, many moons ago. And he's done lots of videos there as well. And if you watch those videos, he looked just as creepy then as he does now. Definitely. Yeah. Well, these two were the he was pushed out because these two were the Padawans, the mentors, you know, so he was the mentor for them because they learned from him. But, you know, obviously his time was over. He pushed him out. Right. Yeah, very. Unfortunately, she's stuck with a moron. Yep. No, it was called Epstein Island due to the Epstein situation because you had the four dodgy people living there. Boils my blood because my wife is from that place and we have a nice house there, which is one of the reasons it boils my blood that they're there. And I cannot wait. And it won't be long. I cannot wait to turn up because I'll be paying some visits. Don't worry. Many opinions are, yeah. Exactly. Well, he does. He seems to go back on his own words. You can watch 2 or 3 of his videos, and on the 3rd video, he's refuted what he said on his first video. I don't think the guy knows or remembers what he puts down. He seems to have opinions on every stage of life there. Dude, it doesn't make sense. I've been going back and forth to the Philippines for 13 years, and even I don't have that much info. Okay, so he moved to Duma after watching Froggy's videos. Yes, that's what I heard as well. I'm sure he mentioned that on one of his videos, didn't he? Chromosome has gone underground, I guess. Knows people are looking for. Yeah, unpaid hotel, but exactly, and we've got evidence of that. Saying she can't post videos because of her school. Bullshit. She's not at school. She's not at school. For one, and for two, we actually have evidence of the fact that that piece of crap Chromosome was scamming hotels. Let's put it this way: we've got first-hand info, so we know for sure. I would not be surprised. She claimed that she wasn't dating anyone, but yet her last few videos, she had a foreigner video for her. You do the math. Not hard to work that one out. And I just wish that one would get off the screen because, seriously, what a waste of space. They block everyone. All you've got to do is say one thing against. When I first started on YouTube, I actually quite liked Old Dick. He was genuine then. He made some decent videos. But then he started becoming boring. Then when I started seeing all these funds and, this fund for this and land fund for that and bikini fund for this, I got really pissed off. Didn't like it. Hence the way I am now. I can't stand them. And he was on Facebook with me. As soon as he realized I'd basically gone to the dark side, he got rid of me off Facebook. He blocked me. So I'm not surprised. Ain't none of those girls are going to school. No, let's put it this way. They all talk that they're going to school. It's a con. I know for a fact my kids who go to the same schools have not been going to school for over a year. A lot of them have been doing on-the-job training outside of school. They've not been taking any classes inside the school. So that's bollocks. Yeah, that would be known as ANNE. Yeah. Had a diary vlog. All right, going back to the other one, ANNE. We nicknamed it because it doesn't look like it's 100%. The annoying one that was always hanging around Ego Girl. There you go. Yeah, to both of you, true love and Mark, there you go. What David said. Yeah, the thing is, they did a lot. Scott also suffered a lot of that. He would ask a question and they would either ignore the question or block him. And he was telling me about it. It was quite interesting. But this is it. I mean, they will not defend their place. Look, why would you block someone? If you've got nothing to hide, you've got no reason to block. I've been attacked on my channel. I've been attacked on other people's channels when I've made a simple comment. And I've defended myself. And I'll defend myself on my channel. I'll defend myself on my comments. I've got nothing to hide. You either like me or you don't like me. It's as simple as that. But if you're guilty, if you've got a sense of guilt, you'll block and you'll hide people. All those content is for single guys. Yes, totally. But he repeats himself over and over again. His last video, he was repeating a 4-year review. And it was like the same as he'd done 3 videos ago. When I was in the States and I was selling cars and, I was having a bad time and I got divorced twice and my 3 kids don't talk to me anymore. And I was high on drugs and it becomes monotonously boring. Somebody put a gun to my head and pulled the fucking trigger. You can tell my dislike. New business idea, sort of eBay stars. Yeah, we'll get someone to stand in the corner with roadmaps to the stars. If you look on your right, you'll see the home of the bowling alley manager, aka Mark the Rope. If you see something hanging in the window, it's Christmas time. It's only mistletoe. It's not Mark. Quality. I can't wait to get back to Longapo City when the Philippines. Yeah, I mean, I got locked out and I couldn't get there when all this pandemic kicked off. My wife got there before me because her mum passed away and she had to leave a couple of weeks before me. So when I was supposed to go, everything locked down. I lost money on my tickets. I couldn't go. So I haven't been back for nearly 3 years. Oh, shit, wrong one. Difficult to tell if you've been blocked. I check by going on incognito mode when you're not logged into YouTube. And if the comment isn't there, you block. Yeah, it's for sure. Mate, does the tour include eggs to throw at the air in Vegas houses? No. Apparently, you have to carry a card with the comment that they blocked, and you put it outside their door. Yeah, coffee. Yeah. You got to take large bags of coffee, and you have to tape a $5 note to that bag of coffee before you lob it. You know, for the land fund or the bikini fund. He goes. Oh, hey, Beg, welcome to the channel. I know you've been here before. Throw your biggest, not the house. Yeah, good point. Wait for them to come out, knock on the door, wait for them to come out and dump it. But remember, you've got to have that $5 note there because it's not going to work otherwise. Does anyone know if vibrating is a sword? I think that's where the producers in the factory for them. Yeah. It's called the Frog Egg Factory. The Frog Vibrating Egg Company. Oh, mental. We've had about 15 online now. We've had up to 20 today. Not bad at all. Good to see a lot of people coming in. Have you? No, I haven't. I haven't had the pleasure yet. We have been touring around when we were there last. You know, we've been going with our truck. We've been island hopping, and we were planning to do a lot more island hopping. But pandemic, me getting stuck here didn't help, and there you go. So, but we will try to at some point. Honey, you ever been to a Longapo?
Yes, a very long time.
There you go. The wife says she has.
One of the island there. I've been there.
That's where Froggy lives. This is H. The factory is at work. It's working. Yeah, he's got to pop out those eggs. Froggy's new venture. Yes. I mean, he has to have ammunition for when he comes here. You know, there's just so many simps that are requesting the Froggy designer vibrating egg. You know, he's now dealing in tadpoles as well. Vibrating tadpoles. Mummy Frog cut off his inheritance, so plan B. Vibrating. Yeah, apparently she wasn't as good as he first thought. He thought, won't be long now. By the time I land, she'll have popped it. Never happened. Woman's too tough for that. $5 note wrapped around him like ice. Yeah. Because remember, we only get black eyes from skin whitening soap. Okay. We got, when I was in the Navy, stationed in the Longapo, I could tell you a million drunken stories of the good times. Dude, if we ever meet up, we are going to sit down and we're going to have a few jars together, and I will happily tell you some of my army stories. So, yeah, definitely love to share those, if ever. Someone sold him. Yeah, apparently they were vitamin C pills, weren't they? But they kept saying, no, you can do yourself with this. Apparently, it's approved. Mark the Rope approved them himself. They will do the job. Oh, God. Hey, I just thought, couldn't Mark the Rope do a story on his channel about how not to string yourself up? I mean, that would be a Oscar-winning classic gold. Definitely. If I get the chance, and I do get up, I swear we will have a few jars. Okay, that's it, David. This is not fair. You're ganging up on me. You bloody squids are ganging up on me. But I'll definitely sit down with both of you. Crazy. Did he say that? No, apparently he didn't. I don't think he ever got around to it. I think it was all just for attention seeking. Oh, by the way, did you know I was going to top myself and I was going to pull this rope out of my bag and I took it with me. It's my favorite rope. You know, there's children that got a blankie. They have a blankie, the security blanket. He has a security rope. It makes him feel safe. I tried someone. Well, the only way they found you is because you had two black eyes. No, honey? Mick was saying about the whitening soap. Yeah. Oh, you're otherwise occupied. Okay, I'm sure, David, we probably ran into the same. Now this is getting very personal. You girls carry on. Mark is Asperger's. You really? I don't know. For me, he's just a moron. Maybe that's just another version of it. I don't know. But the guy, let's put it this way. From the first interview, if you can call it that, he had on the Old Dick's channel, and I could not believe what he said. From that moment, that guy lost any chance of me siding with him. And then to turn around and have these consultation fees, on the Philippines. He'd been there 7 months, and he had already on his channel consultation fee for $50. The fuck is that? No, you done it now. No, it's okay. You go. You squids carry on. Don't worry about us ground pounders. I don't need you. Let's put it this way. The saddest thing, I've always said this, is Lucy knows most of the girls involved with these guys at the Epstein Island. And the sad thing is, not one of these girls is actually from Dumaguete. Not one. We know the fellas ain't, but the girls are not one of them. And this is the irony of this whole joke. Not one of those girls, not one, is from Dumaguete. But yet they give Dumaguete a bad name. Did you see Chris Wren's last video? He visited a family and gave them about 5 kilos of rice in a few sardine cans. Yeah, well, he does it for show. He pretends that he's helping poor people. But then in a previous video, he jumps the queue at a soup kitchen in front of the Filipinos. I mean, what the fuck? If you're going to get free food because you're a cheap-ass bitch, at least get in line for it. Why shame yourself and your countrymen? The fuck is that? It's not even your country. And the food tasted good. What a son of a... Yeah. Definitely. He'll go on saying he's got a medical condition. Mr. One Ball, One Testicle, is complaining about his medical condition. Then he's pissed on live streams. He's drunk on live streams. Then he's, making out as if he's doing charitable work. You give her a few tins or whatever. For fuck's sake, what he's done in one show, my wife did in hours when she was stuck in Dumaguete with no food for the neighbors or the families around the area because of COVID. None of them had work. And we didn't go brag about it. We didn't do a fucking video about it. Just pathetic. When he jumped in line for the food, I wanted... Dude, I'm with you. My fist would have followed. Let's put it this way. How could you do that? Hiya, Seb. Hi, CB. Nice to have you on board, brother. Good to see you here. I couldn't do that. I really couldn't. I couldn't do it. I've been at the lowest of low. I've been in poor, basically broke. I was broke. I put myself back through school. to get the job that I have now. I had nothing. I would literally go and get whatever basic job I could, sweeping shops or whatever, to feed my child. Anything that I could, to help my family. But never, ever, ever would I go that low. Yeah, because he even said that his views were down and his income was down on it. And it's the same with old Dick. Old Dick was complaining the other day that he didn't have as many subscribers now. He said he never bothered with the subscribers before, but now his subscribers are down. What the hell? They're all the same. Breaking news, Skimmer Days you on about Sunshine Skimmer has a book deal. Really? Dude. He didn't literally jump in the line. He just went up by the soup pot and stood there until... Oh, dear God. That's even worse. The shame. Well, that's what Roger's been saying all the time. This is a guy who has a home in the UK. He abandoned the UK. He's kept the home there. I think he still owns it. Buggered up to the Philippines, saw an opportunity to fuck people over, and that's what he's doing. Now, he's not only fucking over his simps, he's screwing over the locals as well. In the soup kitchen of all places. Really? Really? CB, I've got to ask the question. How much do you believe in that? I mean, do you think that's true? What publishing? It's not the same publishing company that gave Mark the Rope a contract via WhatsApp? Perhaps. We all get together at your compound, few dozen cases of Red Horse, tell Lucy to lock the gates, come back 3 days later, see if any of us are still alive. Who would care? We certainly wouldn't. A meditation book company. Are they going to use his head as like the globe that, like, wow. Serious? Maybe he needs to check his WhatsApp for a contract. Hey, Craig, welcome. Viking of Norway has a brain explosion over Ren and his live stream, then deleted it straight away. 5 minutes later, Ren live streams and loses it back. Ren show, yeah, totally. Let's put it this way: Ren is only brave online or via media. He's a keyboard warrior. If you face to face him, his pants would drop. And I've been a wife where Ren jumped in line and she said, "Is he not embarrassed to what?" Yeah. Oh, if I'd done that, even as a joke, Lucy would have beaten the shit out of me with a chunk of bamboo till I bled to death. I believe it's true he got approached, but can't write. Well, exactly. I mean, not being funny. His seriously. I mean, what were they thinking? I mean, this has got to be some sort of new startup company or something, or some company that's desperate to try to promote him. I don't understand. Maybe it's to be honest with you, I couldn't even speculate. Seriously. That makes sense. I mean, good for him. But does that mean they have to give him a stimulus check as well before he writes the book? Good question. It's probably a connection. Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe you've got one of his simps who thinks, "Oh, this guy's a great motivational speaker. He's like a guru or something like that." I think that maybe that's what's come about it. I don't know. All right. No, for sure not. For sure not. I wouldn't say he's uneducated, but I would say he's limited. Don't wish the guy any harm, but I still think he's a scammer. I still think he plays people. I don't think he's much different. Well, he did do a video on these sex pills and stuff that he was promoting. Did you see it? Skimmer told me he is on to me and already started his invest. On to you for what? Because you pointed out the reality. He started an investigation. What is he, Hawaii 5-0 or something? Really? Wow. Seriously, the guy's a bigger wanker than I could have thought. I don't know a great deal about him, only from a couple of vids and a couple of live streams that I've wandered into, so to speak. But from what I've seen, I'm not impressed. I truly am not. For sure. For sure. I don't think he'd be right in there long anyway because his visa's running out. One of the days we'll definitely work that one out. It'd be good fun. I'd love to have him on board. I like his way of thinking. It's very similar. So yeah, CB, anytime for the next one, maybe if you want, we can arrange it, and gladly have you on board. You've got something's buzzing.
That's me, babe.
It's you buzzing. There you go. Just check something here. All right. Yeah, I had a bit of a problem at the start of the live stream. YouTube wound me up. Well, let's put it that way. What test would that be? Oh, let's put it this way. I have to take every 2 weeks. I have to take a swab test for work. You believe that shit? I've been vaccinated, and I still have to take swab tests. I'm sure I'm fucking immune. I really am. All this. I'm sure she would. Sunshine Scammer is not the sharp. No, he's definitely not the sharpest tool in the shed. High schools, yeah. Let's put it this way: his video show. I mean, I know he tries hard to make a decent video, and he stumbles over himself many times. But remember, the most important thing is that his boots are on the ground. Who's gonna? Well, if you're speaking about the language, definitely. However, may have to pass you on to my Spanish test. You'll have to get El Gran Bro to do that. I have Philippines. You may be more surprised than you know. Okay. Right. We got in an hour and 18. I'm surprised because I thought Roger was going to be on tonight. I think he might have got caught up with something. Yeah, maybe he did, but I'm sure he had help with that one. Who wears flip-flops? Sandals on the ground, yeah. Seriously, every time he says that, I wince. I get the boots on the ground experience, and I go, I don't know. I haven't seen him. I thought he'd be on. Open offer for any e-beggars for shit shoveling job. They won't do it. They won't do it. It means work. That's manual labor. They're all qualified as they have shoveling. Nice one. Nice one, Mick. They've been, that'll be funny. They've been shoveling it, but they don't want manual labor. That's why they e-beg. You gotta put it in a sack and deliver it to them. I bet scammer. Oh, for sure. For sure. Ain't nothing wrong with that. At least it was work. At least you weren't going online saying, send me money. Money. He claims he does, and that's the thing is he was some of his videos is like, if you look at some of it, he talks about the 7 things and all these things, you know. He even had one video where he was talking about razors and how they're not as sharp in the Philippines. Seriously, what the fuck? You know, and that he can't get a firm toothbrush in the Philippines. Okay, if you're going to use a floor brush for your teeth, then no, you're not going to get a strong one in the Philippines. But seriously, I mean, I don't get it. What sort of you sent me, man?
That is my travel insurance or something.
Why have you sent me this?
So that I have proof.
Travel insurance?
Yeah, in the Revolut card. I upgrade my things.
We'll have to talk about that later. I'm confused. Okay. I attended farming school, shoveling. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's hard, honest labor. Labor is a word which is actually considered a swear word to e-beggars. They'll claim they don't have a budget to show. but can you give them money anyway? Yeah. Same as Woody the Simp, 6 years in the fields and really never experienced the real culture. The thing is, I'm lucky because where we live, I mix with the locals quite often. I have a great time with them. And to be honest with you, I don't mix with many expats there. Usually I see them sitting in the Dumaguete McDonald's, what they call the US Embassy, and they sit around the table, and you can see all the you know, Australians and the Americans and maybe the occasional Brit, but I don't really mix with them. There's 1 or 2 that I know there, and I'll chat with them. But I tend to stay more with the locals. So that's just me. I wish these e-beggars and scammers were watching, but they probably are. Am I worried about it? No. Well, I'd be happy to face them. Of course I would. I never back down from anything in my life. Yeah, but I think at the end of her channel, she's also got a PayPal button. I'm not sure. Honey, the P, does she have a PayPal button at the end of her channel?
I'm not sure.
I can't say too much because I don't really know much about her. I saw one video. I found, personally, I'm not knocking her, but I found her to be, yeah.
Yeah, she had.
Yeah, she's got a PayPal button at the end. It's the same thing. Yeah. For me, I found her very, her videos very condescending and obnoxious, but that's just me. I mean, if you like it, great. I don't knock her. I don't really knock her on my channel, but there you go. Maybe he's using a razor wrong. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Strong pressure. JLB begged. Really? Telling non-contributors to shove a dildo. Oh my God. So if you don't give him money, you got to stick a dildo up your ass. That guy, seriously, I watched a live stream he did yonks ago with Andy. And I couldn't believe what I was hearing out of the guy's mouth. And I thought, how the is Andy connected to this guy? There was him and some guy called Aloe, is it? Another nut job. I don't know if you know him. I saw them 2 and I wasn't impressed. I don't. If you thumbs up me, you thumbs up me. If you don't, you don't. I mean, you know, I'm here for the chat. I'm here for the crack with the guys, and you know, yeah, thumbs up would be nice, but I don't ask for anything. I'm more happy to have you guys here. It's, you know, if there's a thumbs up, there is. It's not a big deal. All right, is that the one? Okay. PayPal, Patreon, yeah, all the same. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. If you've got a hobby or a skill that you're using Patreon for, I can understand. Don't make the subscribe. That's fun, honey. Yeah, that's funny. I also like Philippines. I haven't really watched them. I haven't really watched them. I don't have. I don't get. I'm not monetized, so, and I don't think I'll be monetized anytime soon. And you know, whether I'm or not, I'm not really care. I don't need other people's cash. I'm just happy to have you guys with me right now. It's always good fun. Like-minded people.
For the cash.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, of course I will.
Old dung husband pimping. Peggy says, yes, I've got to see that one. Remember, her boobs are exposed. Mrs. H is already aware of what's going on there. So hands off. She got first dibs. Remember that. Andy's connected. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. To be quite honest with you, when I saw that live stream, I was kind of like, what the hell's going on here? I tried to make a comment towards this JLB character, and I found very...
What is JLB?
He's JLB, what the fuck is his name? He's an Australian, but he's not one in the head. FSV, Flat Slog Vlogs, always attacks him. Not meant for anyone to give P money. I don't plan to.
My money is my money. I don't give to anyone.
Yeah.
I know I give a lot, but not for this blogger.
Reality is you can watch whoever you like. Yeah, absolutely. It's your choice. Yeah, PayPal, Patreon, buy a cup of coffee and counseling. And there's one more here. Yes, and you remember you've got to support her family and her teaching schools, because she's got to go to school. There's no school, and you've got to get how old is Baby May's sister? Which one, the younger or the older one? The older one, I think, was 39, and the younger one is 20 or 20 something. And yet the older one looks like the younger one, and Beggy looks like none of the two. No boobs, and just doesn't look like them facially. There you go. I think Andy just used them for his... Probably. Oh, God, really? That's funny. Wow. That's funny. Yeah, I have 3 kids at the age of 21. Yeah, and then all of a sudden now she's looking for a foreigner. Apparently. Yeah, with JLB and friends, yeah, I'm not a fan of him at all. Yeah, it looks like a Conan character from Saturday Night Live. Another self. Yeah, but isn't he the one that FSV took out and slagged him down something chronic? I was in tears. No, she's not in school now. She's not in school now. Impossible. There is no schools open at the moment. Unless it's like Harry Potter Magic School. Uncle Fester, yeah, probably. I think that's the closest, actually. Long-time Scientologist. Yeah, I heard that rumor as well, but I'm not sure. I wasn't sure how true that was, but it's not me just listening to it. If I will need help from any of you, I will ask, but not for myself because I have plan. When I go home to help, yeah, okay, there you go. The wife has spoken. Dun, dun, dun. Right. I will take both younger and older sister. Yeah, leave it. Definitely. Well, I mean, they both are packing the kind of, missiles that you yourself appreciate. I can understand that. Yeah, oh yeah, he does. I like FSV. He slags down anyone that gets in his way. You gotta love him. This in the school of getting money. Yeah, absolutely. Apparently, she's got a master's degree in it. All she's got to do is shake her ass on her screen, and all of a sudden, people are throwing coins. Well, if you can call it an ass. We support you, Kitty Fund. You read that one? Dave?
Yeah.
You read it? Kitty Fund, yeah. Filipina Peapod did a video on her family. Strange thing, all her brothers. Nothing strange about that, because I wouldn't be surprised if the P's sporting one between his legs too. I was a science idiot. He had a fake marketing business when he sold overpriced ads. Would not be surprised. King is a master. Oh, quality. His last YouTube channel was removed by YouTube because of bullying and harassment. Yeah, and that happens with I think Geriatric Joe was the same. He's had a fair few channels pulled down as well because of abuse. I mean, these guys, when they're guilty of shit, all they do is they turn around, they abuse, they insult, they victimize, they belittle, and then they try to use your own videos against you for whatever dirty reason. You know, I've seen this in the job that I do. So it's just another day. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know her age. All I know is I don't think that bothers the Late Lechon. He is truffle sniffing around like mad. That is one truffle he definitely wants to dig up. All right. Wow. There you go. Yeah, so I've heard. I jumped onto one of his live streams once, and I was shocked. He was screaming at someone, obviously from a comment or somebody posted, and he was screaming at the guy, and it was like, wow. Got off there very quick. Yeah, definitely. Let's put it this way. For me, that egocentric little midget does nothing for me. Really doesn't. Well, she can't hate men so much because she definitely loves their money with all the credit cards she's been gathering from all these old people. I couldn't answer that. I don't know. To be quite honest with you, I just think Andy isn't ready to take on Joe right now. I mean, Roger's having a good bash at the guy now, and Geriatric Joe is just a shithead, and he begging scumbag shithead. But I think Andy's taking a break, and I'm sure if he does decide to take him on, he'll take him on. And his old channel was deleted. It stated bullying and harassment, but opened a new channel and said he would use sex to sell it. Bullied YouTuber. That's the thing. These guys are narcissistic bullies, and they'll try to push you off your channel or stop you creating videos or content or whatever. Just can do is report them. Yes, if Harold Balder, when he was traveling and the late Lechon linked onto him, there's clearly a video where you can see that wasn't Hannah, sorry, Chrissy was chasing Balder. It is clear as day. When Balder decided to go elsewhere, she lost her chance, and she, as we say in Spanish, comió del segundo plato. She ate from the second plate.
Segundo plato.
And that was second plate. That was the late lechon. I felt a bit sorry for Abrams winning Guy Adams when Joe was putting him, but fell out with Abrams because he was claiming to be. Well, look, I have never had anything to do with William and Wenge, but from what I know of them, I don't like him. He's another scammer. He's another beggar. He's another manipulator, abuser, sexploitationist. He's a fake doctor. He's a fake invalid. He's fake, and more fake. So that fat fuck, he lives near Duma. I hope I don't bump into him. Brown Bones, many rumors going around about kids. Yes, I heard the same rumor. Willie and Joe are like twins. That's why they hate each other. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing, is you cannot. It's like two positive charged cables. You can't put them together. Or two magnets. They're polar opposites. They push apart. And that's the problem, is both their characters, all these shitheads, their characters are too similar. And one deflects from the other. And what they try to do is they push against each other because they don't want to be recognized as the same as the other one. So, yeah, Mrs. H, you're absolutely spot on with that one. Did you see Willie? Yes, I did. Not impressed. The guy's been using, yeah. Definitely like the missionary position. Let's put it this way. I don't have a lot to say about that twat because I think he's just vile scum. Him and Joe and JLB and Aloe, to me, they're all bottom of a cesspit. They are the scrapings out of the anal passage of the worst beast in history. The kid is too the kid's too cute to be the lechons. I think the most of it. Yeah, I would have to agree to a certain degree on that one. It just seems to be like a disease there where they're all begging and they're all asking and they're all demanding. It's not good. Willie has 2,500 members on his FB group, and he doesn't surprise me. Let's put it this way. He has been called out for it so much. I mean, before I was involved with the court, Andy sent me a lot of stuff regarding this tossbag. And he sent me the pictures about the fake doctorates that he's got and the so-called people he's supposed to have helped and all this. And it made me violently ill just thinking about it. Somebody putting someone's life or potential life at risk by pretending to be a doctor. The fuck is he thinking of? And then to be a missionary. Oh, there's another good one. Geriatric Joe. I'm a missionary in the Philippines. Send me $5,000. I need a pancreatic cancer operation. By the way, watch me dance with a beer in my hand and get a blowy. If people don't see through that, then they're stupid. People need to just shut these people down and not watch them. Blank their channels completely. Let them sink themselves. I didn't know that. And he sent me stuff because basically he wanted to make sure that I was apprised of the situation. And obviously you've probably seen that he'd been rowing on and off with Willie Boy quite a bit. So, I mean, I'd seen the rows myself. There was a kind of a hatred going on there. I don't think, in my opinion, that Andy, like I say, Andy is very clever in many ways. He will use these people to get information and to wheedle information out of them before he attacks. So I think Andy's a bit smarter than maybe what we give him credit for times. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's just my opinion. Who am I? But yeah. Nipplegate. Yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. I think Andy's done well enough. He has helped take down the Frog and that other piece of shit who recently got arrested. I mean, even a small victory is a fucking victory. And if we can stop these shitheads, the better. I just wish we could stop them all, but I don't think we'll ever get around there. I do as well. I got a lot of time. I got a lot of time for Andy. You know, people have different. Never forget, yeah. There was, didn't you see Andy's? What was his name? The Yugoslavian guy got arrested by the PMP. I know some guy called Steve something or other. Andy posted it on his channel. So we can call it up. Bear with me. See if we can find it for you guys. Kidding me? Let's see if we can call it. Has he left it there, or did he take it down? No, can't see it there anymore. Well, he did put a like a photograph. Maybe it's on the community page. Yeah, this piece of shit. Don't know if you can see him. It's not very clear. Fuck off. Really? Sorry, guys. It's not very clear. I can't really show you. I don't know how to send it here anyway. But I'll see if I can. The guy's name was Steve Hido-san. 7 counts of child abuse. So it's there. He helped get him with a bunch of other people. So yeah, he was a Rika subscriber and defender. I'd seen that guy comment against Andy every time Andy attacked the Rika, and he was always slagging Andy down. And this guy got nicked. Fucking good. Yeah. He's another one. He should never have been allowed back out. Looks that way. Got me in jail. Yeah. Is it a money back guarantee? 90 days. Oh, that's funny. That's actually funny. One of the funniest comments today, I think. But yeah, I mean, what can I tell you? I've known Andy for now, got to be the better part of nearly 2 years, and I've always found him to be straight. So, you know, I don't know. All right, okay, that's that. Okay, we have got 17 house. I'm going to keep running for another, say, 15 minutes. Going to make this one a short one. I've got things to do in the morning. Team breakfast. Yay! So looking forward to that. And being the team boss, I've got to be there. Well, it seems that one is. I couldn't say all. I wouldn't say all, but it doesn't bode well for the rest of them. Imagine that. You're a defender of the frog, and you find out that one of your co-defenders happens to be a kiddie fiddler. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, would you keep supporting the individual? Or would you say, hang on just a minute, I got to distance myself before I'm roped into the same crap? Hey, Mark, thank you for joining, brother. I really appreciate it. You're back in Saudi? Seriously? That was a quick... I thought you'd still be in Costa Rica where you were. But hey, you're a busy man. Thank you so much, Mark. Always great to have you on board, mate. Good night. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of those things. You know, you got a kiddie fiddler as one of your fans. It says a lot about you. You know. Oh, good night, Mark. I understand, brother. Thanks a lot for joining, bro. You know, I always appreciate you. But yeah, I mean, where do we go from here? You got a kiddie fiddler as one of your subscribers. You've legged it back home because you're no longer wanted in the Philippines. You've had dodgy COVID tests. You know, it does not look good for the frog. And you ran away from the Philippines. Why? Why did you run? That's a good question. Was your mum really that ill? Or are you hiding something else? Maybe the MBI and that were onto you. Or the BRI people were onto you. Who knows? BIR, sorry. Much of this will stop when the symptoms... Yeah. Yep. I mean, we've already seen some go and some are moving place. It seems to me when areas get hot, they either run to another country or they run to another area, and that's what they're doing. Mrs. H has a new boyfriend. She's dating Chris. I think Mrs. H is going to have her hands full for the time being, if she knows what I mean. Both hands full, plenty full. Hiya, Brian. He does? I didn't notice. I got to check that. I hadn't even, to be honest with you, I've not watched any of his crap recently. But yeah, I'll definitely look at that one. I'll try to chase that one up. Oh, yeah, for sure. I think, let's put it this way. If you look at what Ahern did, right, he got into shit and he was hiding a lot of his crap. All of a sudden, he has this massive fight with the other fat fuck, Rizzuto. He has a major issue with him. They accuse each other of being sex pests. And all of a sudden, Rizzuto's nowhere to be seen. He stopped vlogging. He claims to be in Manila, but by all terms and everything, he's not. I reckon he's back in the US. Why do you think his wife and child are getting visas to go over? And the Ahern has run away too. Why has he run? Because they were on his ass. You wouldn't leave the Philippines before Christmas to have Christmas with your family. And if now Balikbayans or family members can return to the Philippines without any problem, why is he still in the States? So the Aherns and the Rizzutos are just as bad as each other. A bunch of fucking scum. Yeah, Tim K running around yelling, Hannah, where's Hannah? Hannah? No. When was this? How long ago was this video? I gotta see that one. You should do a video where you promote decent channels. Yeah, there are. I mean, not being funny. Village People's channel's pretty good. The Raw Facts, obviously, it's the type of channel that it is. Very good. There are decent channels out there. It depends on what your tastes are, but I mean, for non-e-begging channels, there are some good ones out there which they don't ask. There's one called the Armstrong Family. It's not really a great channel in the sense it's just about a family life. They're not bad, but he doesn't beg for money, and neither does she. If you send them money, that's a different story, but they don't ask for it. But there are some good ones there. There are some good channels which don't think so. Yeah, I might do that in the future. I might take that under advisements and, give a bit of a push to some of the others. Not that I've got much stretch myself, but there you go. But yeah, I mean, with so many bad ones, it's difficult. I mean, there's one that my wife watches quite a lot, Madam Kila. She's a Filipino and she lives in the States with her American boyfriend. She's hilarious. That video was done about a year. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, David. Always great to have you on. I'm going to make sure I'll see you next time. I'll let you know when I'm going to do another one. But really appreciate your time here and your comments. Always do. I'm starting my shopping for Christmas stockings now. Number coffees. You're the one they fire chickens from, yeah? Definitely. People should check out the channel Poop Orange. Okay. I'll have to have a look at that. Our TV 50s. Yeah, there are some good. What I don't like are channels like the Juicy Vlog and Making It Happen Vlog. They're no better. They're Pinoy baiting channels, which are no better than anyone else. They, thousands of views. Why? Because they Pinoy bait. Oh, look, today I'm eating bullets. Wow. And they'll name drop. Ivana Alawi said we should eat this. And they've had no contact with Ivana Alawi. The name dropping just to get views. Like the Making It Happen vlog had their first Billick buy-in box. Well, if you've got money and you're living in a fucking expensive condo, why the hell would you want a Billick buy-in box? You work it out. Asia at Night is a good channel. I'll have to have a look. There's a bunch. I'm going to have to do a list. I'm going to have to list them all and recommend them because there are good channels out there. I mean, I know that some that they don't make a big deal out of things. They'll do true videos. My channel was supposed to do that. My channel, I wasn't supposed to be doing this sort of stuff now. What I wanted to do was I wanted to do honest videos of places in the Philippines and the people, that where you could visit and, a decent sort of travel vlog where I got the drone up in the air and I could video and show people the beauty of the country, and as well as being honest about it and showing the lesser, nicer side, should we say. But pandemic came and I had to do something, so I tried to make an info channel. Some may like it, some may not, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure. Right, that's why. Yeah, living rent-free, getting free food from a soup kitchen, begging for money, getting pissed every night, slagging people down. Ego said on a live stream that her big fear of dating a foreigner is that she will introduce her boy toy sponsor to her family and the guy takes off. Well, that's it. I mean, it'll be funny. If you're getting money from another man, what the fuck is that? Don't think any man who's dating you would be happy that some other man's funding you. So, I don't know. Doesn't make sense. And yeah, Flippy would have legged it for that. Any man would leg it for that. And it'll be funny. It doesn't make sense. And she should know better than that. All right, guys, 5 minutes more and I'm going to be out of it. But I have had fun, that's for sure. Great conversation. He's even bigger scumbag than I thought. I think Chris Wren has been bucking. Oh, for sure. For sure. You know, obviously, I believe he's married to this Filipino girl. I'm sure he is. And that's the reason he can stay there. But to be honest with you, it's shameful what he's doing. Absolutely disgustingly shameful. Flippy went because his boyfriend. Yeah, asked him to move because they needed a love nest together. They needed to spend time together. Yeah. Yep, for sure. I mean, you know, those two did all their dirty laundry in public, and it didn't help that the three-letter girl, SPG, was provoking that situation as well. What we'll do, I'll try to pick it up a bit. Normally I do a live stream every couple of weeks, but we'll see what happens. I'll try to do one a week if I can, make it a bit more often. And yeah, Brian, I think you may be right, because obviously a lot of guys have stuff to say that's important. But we normally do on the show. I mean, you know, on the live streams, I generally get a great bunch of guys on, lads and lasses. Foreigner hitting his head in the Philippines. It's all idiots, guys. They're gonna be stuff. Dude, don't forget, you got to put down one of those bands that says that you have to go back to school and we got to give you money, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work otherwise. And don't forget, you got to be drunk on a live stream. Dude, Mick, sometimes you just crack me up, man. Scott Ging actually said that on our stream. Oh my God. Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of them are being sponsored from behind, so to speak.
Excuse, is this your email address? Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't read it. Hang on. As far as I can tell, yeah.
Hi guys.
The wife's nicking my credit card.
I'm doing something that
I haven't even seen a recent okay, the catcher. Oxy Paul. Yeah, Mike, dude, you kill me. Yeah, definitely. Right up to that end of the shaft. Okay, I retired last September. I need all the entertainment. No problem. I will try to do another one in about a week's time, maybe less, but I'll give you notifications beforehand. Thank you. Yeah. True says I'm gorgeous, honey. Love you. You gotta be specific. Sebi Boston says you gotta be specific. I know. Why? That's why you come here for me. You come here for me. Yeah. Oh God. No, I was actually surprised because we're missing a couple of people. I was expecting Roger to be on, and I think he has been otherwise occupied. I'm not sure how. I'll have to get in touch with him, but definitely, yeah. You got they say Ging did escape. I would not be surprised. To be quite honest with you, if you look at the other one, what's it called? What was the name? Renalyn or something? Sounds like a fucking medicine. Renalyn. Apparently, she even got a massive gift of money from one of her simps who thought he was going to get some, and she directly told him, "Oh, I'm lucky. I won twice." And she said this on a live stream, that she got money that day and she got a fuck the day before. If you don't believe me, check out that live stream. And if not, ask Scott. He'll back me up on this one. I could not believe it. She actually told us that she got fucked by somebody else the day before. Dude, she ain't getting no more money. I said, PayPal for medical bills, head trauma. Yeah, I got a couple of band-aids you can have. I'll send them via DHL. They'll never get there. Flippy's recent video saw him riding around on a motorbike at night. Does that qualify? No, it doesn't. The thing is, it's what he's done. He's done their riding during the day and during the night. And then they do little condo tours and little sitting down in some crappy bar somewhere talking to another expat. It depends on what you like. I mean, his content is never really good anyway, and he just gives out bad information. He doesn't even have the decency to put a disclaimer in when he talks about travel info. I have the decency to do that because I think it's important. If I'm going to give out sort of information, I'm going to let people know, be careful, be aware. You can't be sure. I don't know if he's running from Joe. I think he's batting just as hard. My money's on Roger. My money's on Roger. I think Roger will sort Joe. Funny smile. Yeah. I don't know much about him. I really don't know much about him. I haven't had anything. I don't even know who the guy is. I keep seeing the name come up, and I don't know who it is. If you could clue me in, I'll definitely research it a bit. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you won't. Yeah, exactly. Because he doctors his subs. He pays. There are people you can pay to get subs, and they will help get you subs. Seriously. Flippy probably bought it. Yeah, exactly. You just said exactly what I said. Methuma? Okay. Aha! Welcome, Malate. Bummer was a former athlete for the Crimson Tide. Okay. Russian? You're going to have to clue me in better than that, guys. Seriously. I haven't got a clue who that is. I keep hearing the names. Andy's mentioned it a few times, and other people have mentioned it a few times. You spin on the term pump and dump. Yeah, exactly. She does, definitely does. Fill and grill. You got Chris Friend don't even take his wife Bill out to a restaurant. Yeah, he did a video where he was doing the Russi bike place, and he was doing a review of the bikes. And his missus kept asking him for a bike, and she said, can't afford it, can't afford it. Ah, sorry. I should know that because I do follow it when I can. But I've been out of the game, out of the thing for a while. Who is this fella though? Anyway, I mean, does he have what channels he got? I'm just wondering if I've actually viewed him. There's a couple of assholes, real jackasses, us in the channel of, and I thought they were just shit. You can link me in. I would be most grateful. If he ever meets up with anyone, he expects them to pay. Yes, he does. Before the lockdown, ran, ate well, and subs taking. Yeah, but that's the problem. Is if I met him, he'd get a sandwich all right, but it'd be a knuckle sandwich. Meet Barry J. Ah, right, okay. I'll have a look at that. I should definitely take a look at that. Because I didn't know who the guy was. Perhaps I will definitely. Come on, open up, you bastard. Right, I'm just going to have a. Oh, fuck me. I don't know if I'm going to have to check that one because I'm not sure I've seen it. The face is familiar, but I can't place it right now. Have you ever watched Overstood? No, another one I don't watch. Crimson Tide, I think. Right. Yeah, that's up Meet Barry J channel. I just found it. Oh, I've just been sent it and I've managed to find it. I'm sure, but I'll find out. I'm going to watch a couple of his things and see what he has to say. Style and Moorfield, I met. Moorfield refused to let me pay and paid himself. Lovely guy, very loud. Set still, also paid his own. That's okay. When I go over to Cebu when the time's right and I meet up with CB, maybe I'll buy him a meal or he can buy me one. Happy to buy him a beer. No, I don't. Corporation King. Is he? Well, I don't fucking know him. And to be honest with you, I don't give a toss about him. But if he is a hillbilly, it's going to be fun. Gang tattoos. One on his forehead. Right now, I am not in the Philippines or Britain. I'm in British territory. I'm in Gibraltar because we are locked down from the Philippines. But hopefully, at the end of this year, if everything goes the way it should, we will be in the Philippines for a couple of months. And I do plan to meet up with a bunch of guys, Cebu Bossman being one of them, and a few others if I get the opportunity. Because Cebu is not really that far from me, and I do tend to go, Lucy and I do tend to go to Cebu quite often with the truck. So I definitely want to meet up with CB. I'm sure he does. I'm in the wonderful, small little territory of Gibraltar at the moment. Uses Barry J videos for torture. I'm going to watch these. You guys are teasing me now. I'm going to have to watch these. Okay, guys, I'm going to call it a day in a couple of minutes because I'm over my time already. I got to get things sorted. But definitely I'm going to review those Bama videos, and if I get a chance, I'll let you know on the next LS what my opinion is. I'm sure I'll probably end up crying in a corner somewhere, holding my knees. Be that depressing. Okay, guys, I am going to get out of here. I want to thank you one and all for joining me again. It has been great. Nice little bunch of chismes for us. Okay, get through these last ones. Isn't pay? Oh, okay, it should be fun. Malati, I think you're teasing. All right, Brian, Phil, everybody on board that's come on board tonight, Mike, thank you so much for joining and spending some time, your quality time with me. Been really, really appreciated. Thank you for all the new subs that came on recently. Love the input from everyone. It's been great. And I will definitely check out Bama's channel and see what I think, and a couple of others. Overstay Road has been on my to watch list for a while, but I'll definitely watch it. Thank you, CB. They say bye-bye. Loose, babe. They're all saying bye-bye. Honey, Lou, say bye-bye.
No, bye-bye. No, bye-bye.
She doesn't want you to go.
No.
After party.
No, it's not done yet.
Have the cord, yeah.
I'm not finished what I'm doing. Keep it with you.
So Sorry, she doesn't want to kick me off. She's busy. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks, Kaban. Thank you all for joining. Really appreciate it. I'll try to do one sooner. As Brian has mentioned, I will try to do one once a week if I can. And we'll see what we can do. We'll check these ones out. 3 teeth. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much. I'm out of here. Please tip your waitress. No, I need more tips than that. Stop it. See you guys later. Bye.